The following is a live presentation from Imagisport, where sports memories are created with a roll of the dice. Hello there, and welcome to our inaugural edition of Imagisport Game Day, ladies and gentlemen. This is Derek Jones here. Thank you so much. This is the first time I am going live, so it's a little bit of a dry run here just to make sure that everything is working before I do this on a regular basis. So for this inaugural broadcast, I thought I would play a game from my PFL project, which I am doing using Second Season Express and Fast Drive Football combined. And we're into week 7 of the PFL season now, and today's game is going to be a humdinger. It's going to be the top 2 teams in the Central Division battling as the Harrisburg Airplanes travel to Williamsport to take on the Lumberjacks. Take a look at the PFL standings as they stand at this moment. At this point, I've only played one game so far in week 7, and that was a game against Johnstown and Reading. Reading wound up winning that one by the score of 30-28. So you can see the standings are pretty tight in all 4 divisions right now. As you can see, Williamsport has the best record in the PFL at 5-1, and Harrisburg is right behind them at 4-1-1. So it should be a pretty great matchup today. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and go to our game table and get this thing started. The coin toss was done offline, and so Williamsport won the toss. They will defer to the second half. So Harrisburg is going to get the ball here to start this game. So we're just going to go ahead and kick things off right now, and Harrisburg will start in zone number 3 to start things off today. All right, I am also using a special play chart, optional play calling chart here that I designed, and you should be able to grab it from the community. I think it is on the PLAAY.com website, but it's an optional play calling chart that I am using to determine whether the teams go for runs or passes, and that is what the black die is going to signify here. And so we're going to start off with a run going up against a safe defense. And that is going to be a 53, at least one linebacker, rated run 2 in the safe defense. It is. Sayo is rated at a run 2. So the runner is going to be slowed up here. And so we're going to see, is it going to be a third down play? It is. So third down coming up for the Airplanes. Let's see what they do here. And it's going to be a pass this time going up against a run defense. And it is a 36. Defense penalty sustains the drive. So that is going to be a first down. So first down, automatic first down in the same zone. And so our next call is going to be a run going up against a pass defense this time. So we'll see what that is going to be resolved. And it's a 31. Any player in the O backfield rated a 2 pass, none are. So it's going to be incomplete. And the Airplanes are going to have to punt here. And so it'll go 3 zones. And the ball will go to Williamsport for the first time today. Chris Anzalone leads his team in the huddle. They're going to start off with a pass call against a run defense. And it's going to be a 16. Completion grade A or better, you bet it is. It is a completion. Let's see for how many zones. It's going to be an XP. And out of that XP, it's going to be a go result. And then from there, 7 zones. And it's a touchdown for Williamsport to start things off. So Williamsport gets the first points on the board today with a TD pass. And we'll roll a D20 to see who the recipient of that TD pass is. It is going to be John Sheets. Anzalone to Sheets for the opening score. 9 minutes left in the first quarter here. Here's Peyton Fordham for the extra point. And it is up and it is good. And so Williamsport out to a 7-0 lead. So here's the kickoff for Harrisburg. They're just going to take it out into zone 2 to start things off here. Play call this time is going to be a pass, and it's going to be going up against a blitz. And it is a 61. 2 or more DBs rated 0 pass. Everybody is at least 1 or more. Is Hawk C greater than 2 on the Y? It is not, so it is just going to be an incomplete pass, and they are going to be forced to punt on the 3 and out. And, a short punt here. So Williamsport is going to get the ball in Harrisburg territory, already leading 7-0 here. And we're going to have a run this time for the Lumberjacks going up against the blitz. And it's a 45. Defense penalty sustains the drive. Williamsport is going to advance a zone to get into zone number 3. And they are going to call another running sequence, this time against the safe defense. And it's going to be a 36. Offensive penalty kills the drive this time. So the drive stalls. Fordham is a U. And so basically, that just means anything except an unusual result. So in this case, basically, we're just going to say the 66 is a penalty on the kick defense, just like it shows here. And if we get 11, that'll be a blocked kick. It is neither, so it is going to be a field goal for Fordham, and Williamsport is now up 10-0. So here we go. We have the points. 10-0. Williamsport up on Harrisburg. The 2 top teams in the Central Division. Again, Harrisburg, though, is going to be dealing with some poor field position to start their next drive. So this time it's going to be a pass going against a safe defense. And it is going to be a 44. 2 or more players on the D line. Rated at a 2 pass. Not in a safe defense there, not. So it is going to be a completion for the airplanes. And the completion is going to be 3 zones. So it's going to be their first time into Williamsport territory here. Let's see if they can take advantage of it. They're going to call another pass, this time against a run defense. And this time it's going to be a 45. Offensive penalty kills the drive. What a bad time to have that go down. And just like that, that's the end of the first quarter. So your score after 1 quarter of play, the Williamsport Lumberjacks are leading the Harrisburg Airplanes by the score of 10-0. So we'll go ahead and we'll get the scoreboard ready here for period number 2. So let's see if we are in field goal range, and we are not, so they're going to have to punt it away. And it's going to be a 5, so basically they're going to take it down into the coffin corner zone 2. And that's where Williamsport is going to start things up. All right, it's for Lumberjacks. They're going to call run again, this time against a blitzing defense. 51. 2 or more D-backs rated a run 0. Nope, that's not the case there. So it is sealed off, and the Lumberjacks are going to be forced to punt. And so we have 2 there, so 3 zones on the punt here. And the ball will be given back to Harrisburg near midfield. And they're going to have a run this time, going up against a blitz defense. 12. Is the runner AAA or better? Well, Ely Jr. is a AA in the run set, so that is going to be a no. So no gain. So they're going to have to punt it right back. And it is going to be an O result. So let's see how that turns out. And it's going to be a wow result. And it's going to be a 5. So basically, that thing's going to go right into the end zone. It's just going to be brought out to zone 2. 10 minutes left, first half. Williamsport up 10-0. Now, by the way, I'm using the Football America teams from 2023. Williamsport, I should say, is being represented by the Detroit team, and Harrisburg is represented by St. Louis. All right, pass call this time for the Lumberjacks, and it is going to go up against a safe defense. And it is a 35. 2 or more wide receivers or tight ends, rated to pass. They only have 1, so it is going to be incomplete, but it is going to be a third down play. So pass again. This time, though, against a run. 35. 2 or more wide receivers or tight ends rated a 2 pass. And again, that is not the case here, so it's going to be incomplete. This time, though, it's going to be 4th down. So out comes Sean Vandenberg and the punting unit, and they're going to get themselves an O result. And this time it is going to be 4, so it's going to be 3 zones. And Harrisburg will take over near midfield once again. Down by 10, 7 minutes left here in quarter number 2. They're going to call a run here against a blitz defense. And it's time. It's going to be a 65. 2 or more linebackers rated at a run 0. There's 1, but not 2. So they are going to be flattened. And once again, out comes the punting unit. Clyde Absher's on here. And they're going to punt it right back. And it's going to be 4 zones. And that's going to put Williamsport at the shadow of their own goalpost with 5 minutes left in the half. Okay, we have a run this time for Williamsport going up against a passing defense. Get the right card here. 44, 2 or more players rated run 2 on the D line. Nothing doing there. It's going to be a gain. And that gain is going to be for 2 zones to get them out of trouble. First down for the Lumberjacks. They call run again. Why not? Safe defense is the call for the Airplanes. 31. At least 1 player rated run 2 in the O backfield. Taylor is. It's a gain. And that gain is going to be for 1 zone. Down to 3 minutes left in the half. Another run call for the Lumberjacks, but this time the Airplanes pick it up. It is a run defense. 43. 4 or more players rated run 0 on the offense. I have a feeling that is not going to be the case here, and that is correct. It is going to be a gain. And so, once again, they will gain 1 zone into Harrisburg territory, and now there are 2 minutes remaining in the first half. They're going to go to a pass against a blitzing defense. Okay, 64. Any linebacker rated 0 pass in the blitzing defense? Yes, McGinley is 1, so it is going to be a completion, and that completion is going to go for 2 zones, and we will take 30 seconds off the clock here. First down for the Lumberjacks. Threatening to score once again. Pass call. Safe defense. And it's a 43. 2 or more wide receivers or tight ends rated at a 0 pass. That is not going to be the case here. It is going to be a completion. And only one zone, though. Wow, only one zone with that. So we're down to a minute left. First and goal for the Lumberjacks. Let's see what they call here. They're going to call pass once again. And Harrisburg is going to counter with a blitz. And it's going to be a 52. 2 or more players on the D-line. Rated at a 0 pass. I see one. I do not see another one. That's a completion. No need to roll there. That is going to be another touchdown. So Williamsport adds to their lead. Welcome, Appa Football Club. Glad you are watching here today. So with 30 seconds left in the half, Williamsport now up 16-0. Fordham up for the extra point. It is up and it is good. 17-zip. And so here's Harrisburg with the kickoff. They're not going to get it out, and that's basically going to do it for the first half of play. So we're at halftime here at Williamsport, and your score at the end of the first half. The Williamsport Lumberjacks 17 and the Harrisburg Airplanes nothing. All right, back to the studio once again. And thank you once again for joining me on the live stream. Or if you're watching later after the fact, thank you for watching the video. Before we get to the second half, just want to tell you that this broadcast is being brought to you by Second Season Express from PLAAY Games, one of the official game engines of the Pennsylvania Football League. Second Season, of course, is one of PLAAY.com's foundation games that's been around for over 20 years, both full play and, of course, the Express version, which I am using right now. I'm using the 2023 season for Football America. And, of course, you can get various pro football seasons and Football America seasons from the PLAAY.com website. You can get them in print format. You can also get them in PDF as well. For more information about this game or to order, you can head on over to the PLAAY website at PLAAY.com. That's 2 A's in the word play, PLAAY.com. All right, so with that in mind, teams are back out onto the field now for the second half of action. Let me go ahead and get my scoreboard tidied up here first, so that way we can be in the third quarter. And then we will go back to the field. And there we are. All right, Williamsport to get the ball here to start quarter number 3. Here is the kickoff, and it's going to be an O result. And it is going to be 3 zones, so they're going to be up to the 35-yard line to start this drive. All right, so Williamsport, this one is going to be a run call, and it's going to be going up against the safe defense. And it's going to be a 12. Runner AAA or better. They do not have any AAA runners, so it's going to be a trip up and a third down play for the Lumberjacks. Pass this time, going up against a safe defense. .56. Any DB rated 0 pass. None on Harrisburg. Y is greater than 3. It is not, so it's just going to be incomplete. And the Lumberjacks are going to have to punt. And punt they will with another O result. And it's going to be 4 zones. And that's going to back up the Airplanes back to behind their own 20. Down by 17. Certainly, if they want to get back into this game, they probably need to score on this drive. So they're going to start with a run sequence against a blitz. 33, at least one player rated run 0 on the O-line. And yes, there is Vance Dockett on their own side of the field. So nothing doing there. The Airplanes are going to have to punt it away. But they get an O result of their own. And it's going to be a 3 zones here. Well, at least they get it onto Williamsport's side of the field, though. But the Lumberjacks are going to take over once again. And they're going to do a run sequence again against a blitz defense from Harrisburg. 52. At least one D lineman rated a run 0. Nope, not in this particular instance. So the defender will shed a block. And Harrisburg will get the ball back. Here comes the punt. 3 zones there. And Harrisburg will take over. 7 minutes remaining, third quarter. Harrisburg down by 17. And they're going to call a run again. That's their 4th straight run call, so it's going to automatically be a run defense, even though we did come up with 5 on the white die there. 34, at least one player rated run 0 in the O backfield. No, that is not the case. So Harrisburg's going to get a gain out of it, and they're going to get a first down. But they're going to get another run call. Why not? It worked last time, but again, run defense. So it's going to be a 23. 2 or more players rated run 2 on the O-line. That is not going to happen. Minimal game, they're going to have to punt. And they will punt at 3 zones. And Williamsport will take over once again. Here come the Lumberjacks. They're calling pass this time. Taking on a safe defense. And it's 11. Passer with a Y grade greater than, and then we have to roll the die here. It's a 4, so it's got to be greater than 4. It is not, so it is going to be a completion. And that completion is going to go for 2 zones. So back into Harrisburg territory are the Lumberjacks once again. First down. And they're going to do another pass against the safe defense. 41, any tight end or wide receiver rated 2 pass. John Sheets says another completion coming up, and this time it's going to be 4 2 zones. Down inside the red zone now with 2 minutes to go in the third. Another pass against the safe defense. 46, any player on the D-line rated at a 2 pass. O'Mary is on their own side of the field, so yes, that is going to be a sack. Anzalone does not have an exclamation point, so big stop there by the Airplanes on that one. So that's going to bring up Fordham for the field goal attempt. Again, since he's a U, Snake Eyes is going to be a block, and Boxcars is going to be a penalty. Everything else, though, is going to be a made field goal. So Fordham with another field goal once again. And so as we end quarter number 3, your score now, Williamsport is up 20-0 over the Harrisburg Airplanes. All right, so go ahead and set our scoreboard here for the 4th quarter. right. All right, Harrisburg to get the kickoff as we start the fourth with an O result. And it's going to be 2, and it's going to be a fumble. So they give the ball right back to Williamsport on that one. Oh, my goodness. And so this might just be the dagger that the Airplanes needed here. Adirondack Gus Gaming has joined the broadcast. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, I love the small footprint of Second Season Express. One of the favorite games to have out on the table for sure. All right, so let's see what's going to happen here. Williamsport's going to call run to kill some clock. Run defense by Harrisburg. 15. Is the runner B or better? Well, let's flip over the offense and see. Yeah, Taylor is AA and A, so that is going to be a gain. And it's going to be a gain in one zone, and they're down inside the 10. Looking to put this game away are the Lumberjacks. So they're going to go pass this time. And it's going to be a run defense. That's going to catch them off guard. 43. 2 or more wide receivers or tight ends rated a 0 pass. Nope, not seeing it here. That is a completion. And that's going to be another score for the Lumberjacks. 26-0. And what started out as a promising matchup between the two top teams in the Central Division has really just turned into a laugher. And so basically Upton Howell is going to be the recipient of that touchdown pass. Fordham on for the extra point attempt. It is up and it is good, and it is now 27-0. And here we go with the kickoff out to zone number 2 here. So let's see what Harrisburg does this time. Not as much as worked for them all game. They are going to call pass. But unfortunately, Williamsport kind of knows that. They're going past defense. 43. 2 or more wide receivers or tight ends rated a 0 pass. No, that is not the case. It is a completion. Hoxie's not a bomber, though. So it's just going to be a regular completion roll for 2 zones. But time is not an ally of the Airplanes right now. Well, they're going to go run here. See if they can catch the Lumberjacks off guard here. Going up against a safe defense. 41. 2 or more players rated run 0 on the O-line. No, just 1, so it's going to be another gain. And that is going to be a gain of 1 zone. So they're in Williamsport territory now. At this point, I'm sure they'll be happy just to break the shutout bid. Pass offense and blitz defense this time around. 22. Completion rate grade AAA or better. It is a AAA, so another completion. And it's going to be an XP result to boot. And it's going to be 3 zones there. So now they're down at the Williamsport goal line with 8 minutes remaining in this one. And so for here, they're going to go run. But it's going to be against a blitz defense. 32. 2 or more players rated run 2 on the offense. I see 1, I see 2, I see a gain, and that is going to be a touchdown. So Harrisburg finally gets on the board with a score with 7 minutes remaining in the game. And so let's see who's going to get that. It's going to be inside 9. So Ely Jr. is going to get the TD run. All right, Bontrager's out for the extra point. It's up and it's good. And so now it's 27-7. And they'll just kick it off. No sense even worrying about an onside kick here. And what do you know? The Lumberjacks get an O result. And that O result is going to turn into 4 zones. So they have the ball up near midfield with 6 minutes remaining. All right, so this time they're going to run it. Again, looking to do nothing but kill clock here. Against the safe defense, 53, at least one linebacker, rated a run 2 and not in the safe defense. So it is going to be a gain, and that gain is going to be for 2 zones. Down to 5 minutes remaining. This time, though, they're going to pass it against a blitz. Probably just still trying to get a first down here. 24, O-line. Anybody rated 2 pass there? Yes, Jarrett Fisher is with the 1+ in the thing. So instead of getting sacked, it'll just be an incomplete pass. So out comes Fordham once again for the field goal. And he's going to make it. So that's going to make the score 30-7 with 3 minutes remaining. And so there's the kickoff. They're into zone 2. So 2 minutes left. Harrisburg's got the ball here. And at this point, they're just playing for pride. Pass going up against the blitz. 55. Any DB rated 2 pass. Jonathan Moton that is an interception. And let's see, the result of it is same zone. And ladies and gentlemen, that is basically going to do it. Williamsport's going to run out the clock to end this one. And we have a final. Final score today, Williamsport literally destroys Harrisburg by the score of 30-7. Wow. So, kind of hope for a little bit of a better game there, but that is how the dice rolls sometimes whenever you are playing Second Season Express. So, Williamsport improves to 6-1 on the year, while Harrisburg drops to 4-2-1. And so, and like I said before, also Reading defeated Johnstown 30-28 in earlier Week 7 action. I still have to play the other Week 7 games yet. I will do that using Fast Drive Football later this week. All right, so thanks for coming on board for game day today. Next live broadcast, I am shooting for sometime next week with the home opener of the Buffalo Bees in the Baseball America Co-op League that I am in with 11 other PLAAY gamers. And so for their opener, the Bees are going to be taking on the Las Vegas Big Shots. So again, that's going to be sometime next week. I'm not exactly sure what day or time yet, but stay tuned, and I will make that announcement very soon as far as the next game day broadcast. Also on the channel, hope to get another pre-recorded episode of Old School Wrestling out sometime in the next couple weeks to continue those storylines as well. So once again, your final from Williamsport today in the Pennsylvania Football League. The Williamsport Lumberjacks defeat the Harrisburg Airplanes by the score of 30-7. From all of us here at Magisport, this is Derek Jones saying thank you once again for watching today. Have a great rest of your day. And most of all, keep on rolling. We'll see you next time.